next thing we're going to do is we're going to start adding where the inset and inlay is. So basically what I did, let me just go back here. Okay, I get sometimes when I use the pencil, I find that the pencil tool is the most appropriate because after using the paintbrush for all of this, you can see that if I wanted to use this for the highlight and for the shadows, the size might be a little bit bigger. So here's what I did. I started with selecting a darker color. So here with the color of the cabinet, after getting the swatch for the color of the cabinet, I moved this a little bit forward to where the black is to get the dark color. And then I moved this all the way up, okay, also to get a lighter version of the color. Now, after moving the sliders, all you have to do is just click on the swatch and drag it. So you would have the real color of the cabinet or the hue itself. And then you're gonna have the lighter version for the highlights. And then you're gonna have the darker version for the dark areas. Okay. Now, the tool that I will be using is the pencil tool. So I clicked on the pencil tool, and the pencil tool, to get the properties that I'm using, I'm going to click on the brush properties here. And I'm using a hardness of 1.5 and the opacity is 100. And I will start by putting in the dark sides. So I'm just clicking here. Again, this is the swatch for the dark color. And I will start applying as we said, the light is going to come from this side. So this side is going to be dark. This side is going to be dark. And I'm going to keep continuing this for all the drawers and the doors of the cabinet. Now I can do this two ways. If I hold Shift, okay, Shift is going to allow me while using any tool here to do or to create horizontal or vertical lines. So I'm just going to click holding here with the pencil, okay, and using this, and I am on this layer. And I'm going to start using, okay, the pencil tool, as you can see. All right. Now, another thing, so I did this drawer here, I did this drawer here, and I'm going to continue doing that for this side. You can do this also by using your mouse if you want to. You don't have to create or to use a digital pen at this stage. Okay, something like this. Now, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to click on the lighter color. And I'm going to start applying where the highlight are going to be. Like this. Okay, and I've decided for this to be an overlay. So this is what I will do for, I'm just going to give you an example of this drawer here. So I'm going to click on the dark color. And this is how it's going to be. And then I'm going to click on the lighter version. So I would have something that looks like this. Okay, so this basically means that the drawer parts are protruding outside. And we're going to keep doing this for all of those items here. Okay, like this. Like this. Just, I think I need to make sure that it does look right. Like that, and then the dark color. Like that. So as you can see, the drawers look like they are somehow protruding outside, and we can continue doing this for all the other parts that we have. So I'm just going to pause the video and then come back after all of the other parts have been done and show you the result of that. Okay, so I'm done here with adding all of the highlights, as we said, and I started to do something else. I actually, you know that whenever that you have a drawer on top of another drawer, there is always going to be some shadow that this underneath each one of those drawers here. So the first thing that I did is that I used the paintbrush, which is located here. Okay, I'm sorry, the airbrush, and with the dark color of the shadow, and then I pushed it to a flow or opacity of 66% and used the smallest size that it does that it has, which is 5. And this is what I did. Of course, because the cabinet is under the countertop, I basically went with Shift to add this line here. And I also came under each one of those and created a line using Shift. And here what this is also just showing you what I did. Okay, going under each one of those and adding those shadows here. And adding those shadows here. And I still did the same for those pieces right there. I also did that on the side. Okay. So you can see that I have that also create, and this helps into bringing the drawers a little bit forward. And as I said, I did that on the side here. You can also use a bigger size to do that here like that, and like this. And also at the end, because whenever that you meet the floor or the ground, you're definitely going to have a little bit of this of this shadow happening here. Okay, so on the side next to the drawers and with the smallest size possible. And as you can see, this helps into bringing the drawers to a little bit forward. Okay, we can also do this here. Like that. And one of the things that I just wanted to show you that I did have between the doors of the cabinet, I did have a dark line and a lighter line. So the dark line is in this side, the lighter line is in this side. And this is due because you have two cabinets doors, and definitely the inside is going to catch a little bit of highlight. So if you want to see how this looks like without the lines underneath, all you have to do is to go to this, to layer 1 where you have the outline, and just click here And this is going to show you how the cabinet looks like exactly without the outline. In the next video, we're going to talk about how to do the knobs. We'll assume that the knobs are somehow created from something looking like copper, and we're going to add that in a very easy way.